Okay, for this one, I put toxic zombies number 3, and I put them against other units in a trench system, which should be 1,000 units. Let's get started and find out where they are. Right, they're over here. So they should be in the trenches. They're on either side, and they are fanning out. So watch out for the flashing lights, of course. They're in and out of the trenches. So they've got both low and high ground. We'll see if 25,000 zombies can make it to the trench system and over. It's a blind test again. I have no idea of these units beforehand. Let's have a look. Mud troopers. These are mud troopers. I'll just get a quick look. Health points. 2,750. And a quick one for the zombies, which is about half. And here we go in the trench system. They are reaching the trench system. The trench system looks nice actually. Put them on top of the trench system because they're in a big block. So they've gone in, out, over and behind. So these front troops are going to take damage. They've got twice the amount of hit points. And they are doing good. They're already down some numbers because the 1,000 didn't show up by the looks of it. But they have taken out about 2/5 of the zombies so far. But if these zombies don't fall into the pit, which is a nice effect. I do like this lot dropping into, you might have seen in like in The Walking Dead, dropping into a pit. So they can't actually, they have to go in and up, but the front line is still holding. Just can't get close enough. There's probably too many of these mud troopers. Big toolbox bunker in the center is also splitting. The zombies are trying to get closer, but they're not really doing much damage. They're being hit before they can really hit the mud troopers. Even if they get to the mud troopers, before they can really start hitting, they get taken out and they fall into the trench. So if you wanted to do a second round, which we can actually try, but have to either increase the zombies or decrease the mud troopers if we leave it in the same place again, because they're firing all the way at the back now. They're walking backwards, so that actually gives them an advantage. They're hitting them from everywhere. So I think it would be good to test a second round with either more zombies and less mud troopers, because they're fanning out very nicely. But the zombies have got little chance. So I'm going to have to calculate how many mud troopers to decrease, because the weapons are pretty strong. I think at least half, 250 to 500. 500 might still be too high. So I'll make it 300 against 30,000 for a higher number. But looks like these zombies are down to their last numbers. There's one stuck. Will these troopers come to find him? Oh, that's nice that they're actually coming forward, so it doesn't just end the game. Will they come way over the top? They do need to come over. So I might need to move it because they just can't take it. Nope, they've done it good. Let's try again then, second round, round 2. Okay, so I've left it in the same position as last time. Put them right on top of the trenches. It was where they were in the first place. I've actually downgraded to 300, but it's only showing 150. and the 30,000 zombies are increased by 5,000. But it's only showing 150 of 300. They are fanning out, unless they're on this side. But we'll leave it as is. We'll just say that they sent in reinforcements who were taken out. They've only got 150. So I'm going to class this as a hopefully evens battle, but we'll see. The original number was 1,000, which was actually about 750. So only, yep, the zombies are getting closer now straight away. These ones at the back have to actually help. They are falling in. I've just realised as well, if the zombies fall into the trench, they cannot climb out. They cannot climb out here, where it's steep. But they are taking out the front line of troopers, of these mud troopers. So I'm very glad I did it that way, so they've got reserves at the back. The mud troopers are still doing pretty well, and they've fallen into the trench themselves. So it gives the zombies a chance as well. This might take some time. They're still holding the numbers with their hit points, but they are going down slowly. Zombies have lost. They were at full strength of 30,000 exactly. They've lost nearly a sixth of that, but not quite. And it'll be interesting to know if the zombie pile, because the piles in this game build up into a little mound, if they can build up a mound in the trench, could they actually climb over it? So the front line has ascended into two parts, a few at the front and the rest in the trench. The ones in the trench have got a chance. The ones in the front are being hit directly. They are trying to reverse, but they are losing numbers, as you can see, as zombies hit them in the trench and not quite dropping on them. So they are holding their own. And I do like it that the mud troopers are moving, not just staying static. So that's a good unit and a good movement that they're doing, because it means they can reverse or fall back while still firing. Still a lot of zombies who, rather than falling in, with a few exception areas like here and at the flank, will start doing damage on the troopers, who now have lost a significant amount, but quite slowly. Because the action is here, we'll just have a look what it looks like from these angles. Oh, they've now split the front trench into two sections. These ones are now cut off completely. It's only a matter of time before they are taken out completely. The mud troopers are down by a third now. They've linked up again. And if they can link up and keep moving along the trench, this will help them. And here we go. Look, we can see they can climb up over here. They have built a mound, as I thought they could do. And it's now making a few fall over. If they can do this in several places as well, rather than just this one place, then they've got a chance. But if they come up one over, the only good thing here is they've got this outcrop, which the troopers, if they don't move forward, can't shoot over. But the zombies are struggling to get over. So we'll just watch this battle, because they're being encircled again in the trench. The remnants of this mud troopers. They're still holding barely relative good numbers. As you can see, my attempt to keep talking is almost flummoxing my words. So I'm having to think what I'm going to say or work out what I'm going to say. So we'll just keep it going here in the trench. Those ones at the back have really moved far back. There's only about 3 here now, or no, 5 or 6. But they are being hit by the side. It looks like there are some levels that these zombies could climb up. But the zombies are now down to nearly half their strength. And finally, this trench side is gone completely. Meaning that these zombies, as you can see, can fully run down if they can't climb over. And if they can get to this point, should be able to climb here possibly. We shall have to see. They are now trying to outflank as well, which is actually a good thing that they're doing. That's nice, actually. They're going to hit them from both sides. That means that my troopers can hold off for now. Yep, they're running above now here. So as soon as the zombies take out this lot here, if they can do it, and if they've got the numbers, they can chase down the last remaining ones. But they've got to take these ones out. So just like in warfare and tactics, and those holdouts that can really hold out and stop a system. For example, like in the Battle of the Bulge in World War II, in Bastogne, the American defenders of Bastogne, held up the Germans for so long it helped reinforcements coming to relieve them. So holding out can work if you do your job, which they did in World War II at the Battle of the Bulge. So many troops did holding up actions. The Americans held up the Germans, and the Germans had a timetable. In great secrecy, they moved 2,000 train loads. They had a weather report, and that'd be at least a week of bad weather for the Allied aircraft to be grounded. But they had a rigid timetable they had to do in so many days. But the Americans held them up until the reserves could come in and reinforcements and to take them out. So they have now surrounded them on all sides with the trench on this side, completely surrounded. But they've got to take these troops out. The zombies, they've still got fairly good numbers. Less than half, but that's enough. Because these holdouts have got twice the strength, as we know, as well as fast firing guns or laser blasters. But they are being taken out. But if just one holds out here long enough, it means the zombies are being taken out. 10 here, 20 there, 30 there. And all helps all the others who are firing at the back. All spread out far away. But the zombies do need to take this group out. Once they can take it out, then their full weight of massive numbers can just charge in. And individual mud troopers just, they can't, not if they get fully surrounded by 10, 20, 100. But like this, it's a really good holdout. I'm not seeing any zombies attempting to go after individuals yet. They're just determined to take out. It looks like I should have done it, and the zombies, they're not really moving. Can I not move further? Maybe they cannot move further. They've hit the line. So this sometimes happens if it's like at the edge of the map. And I did see when I was actually doing the previous map, there was almost like a warning, or at least advice to tell people, do not put characters or whatever elements you want at the edge of maps. Now this was to a side of a map, but not at the edge. And I have noticed in other battles, I'm pretty sure maybe the recordings as well, that will come up. When characters like this move up, and here we go, we can see there's the edge of the map. These can move all the way back. In theory, these should be able to move forward because they are in charge mode, but they cannot. The troopers, martyr troopers, are 50% strong. And at that 50% strength means that eventually they'll do it. So there's two things we can do here. We can let it play out, which is going to take ages because they're shooting from all angles. And it's a shame that these zombies are not moving forward now. But I've been here before. They are running, so let's see what they do here. But if they stop, I will call it a day. We know that they will do it if they can't chase forward. We'll just see what they do here. But with these mud troopers literally right at the edge of the map, with their back to the wall, so to speak, and not moving forward. If these zombies do not move forward, then it's just not going to be any good. Because I have seen this before, which is a shame. So I need to remember, so long as there's not buildings that you don't want to fight in the middle of a map, put place units in the middle of the map if they're reversed, or if they're moving like mud troopers who just get reversing rather than attacking. Then the best thing, as you can see, it's gone into night time. So you can either class this one as an eventual win for the troopers because we can't be swamped, or if you think that's unfair, class it as a draw. But I will end it here so we're not here forever. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Give you some tips in case you want to do your own. Thanks for watching.